Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World. Hey, how y'all doing? Ooh, we have a member. We have a member, and it's Dr. Jazz. Hey, Dr. Jazz, how you doing? Hey, Josh, good to see you guys again. Good to see you. How y'all been? I need to find out if I'm buffering, first and foremost. Thank you for joining me. I know it's been a while since you had a don't beat the step two, step two, step two, step two. But I'm here. And it's a pretty interesting topic for today. Come through. I'm just sharing out the stream really quickly. Hey, Swoop, how you doing? Good to see you. How's life treating you? I'm just gonna share it to 2 more social media sites, and then we can get right down to BI, the business. You know what I'm saying? YouTube. Motivation, inspiration. I'm trying to find some trending hashtags, y'all. Motivation, Monday, what's up? And then BT. Thank you guys for joining me earlier. If you were able to make it to the premiere, the challenge that was done, thank you for joining. And thank you for liking if you liked it and such. Hey, Peyton, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to Hello World. Good to see you. Let me do one more thing. All right, I just put the website. Thank you, Jazz. I just put the website. I pinned it up there. So if you guys want to check out the website, you're more than welcome to. At least I think I pinned it. No. Oh, I did pin it. Okay. It's just a little delay. All right. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and turn on your notification bells. If you want, you can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down here at Be the Difference Clothing and Hello World. We want you to practice using your free will. So if you desire to do a thumbs up, hey. If you desire to do a thumbs down, hey. But at any event, whatever you decide to choose, whether up or down, make sure it's what your heart is telling you, right? Because at the end of the day, all it is content. So the more you engage, the more that I get engagement. So it's all good either way. I'm good. Thanks for asking. I was live today. Ooh, nice, Peyton. Congratulations on that. Hey, Jaden, the guy. How you doing? Good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. So yeah, guys. So let me tell you about my day. So I woke up this morning. I went to work. Work was good. I miss you guys. I do. I'm glad that I'm here tonight. I miss seeing you guys. We had a little routine going, but okay, Sarah. But yeah, I miss you guys, and I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that you're here. And so let me finish telling you my day. So, work was good. It was all right. I do, however, have one person who is being absolutely difficult, and it's for no reason, and doing some underhanded stuff. And they think that nobody notices, but everything that you do in the dark, what happens comes to light. You can't hide anything. Remember that. In life, you cannot hide anything. When you do something bad, you think that you can hide it, but you can't. You can't. all of those things that you do will come to light, good and bad. Doesn't matter. Everything we do comes to light. So try your best to do things in decency and in order. And look, we all fall short a lot of times. And it's how you bounce back. Remember, we had a conversation about bouncing back? Well, it is what it is. Um, let's see. You were working on your art. Oh, nice, Josh. Um, so other than that, everything was good. I'm busy. Y'all, let me tell you. I don't know if you guys were with me a couple weeks ago when I was telling you guys that I'm going to go to Hawaii. You will never believe what happened. So we left off at the point where I just need to say I'm going and forget about how, the what, the where, and the who, right? So I've released all of that. But do you know that someone contacted me from a business chat that I post sometimes, periodically? I'll post some things. And out of the blue, guess what it was? It was a page about Hawaii. It is a Black organization, and they post Black businesses in Hawaii. And the guy just came out of the blue and he was like, "Hey," he was like, "I like your stuff. If you're willing to ship to Hawaii, feel free to join my group." Y'all, that was literally like a day before when I was just like, I really want to go to Hawaii. I'm gonna make it. And I said to him, I was like, you know what? I was just talking about how I'm coming to Hawaii. Don't know how, but it's starting to come, y'all. It's starting to track to me. I said, oh my goodness. Now I'm posting my business in Hawaii. What if I end up really moving to Hawaii? Aloha. Do-do-do-do-do. That'd be so dope. So let that be an inspiration for you, that when you really just let go of everything that you really want, you just let it go. And if it comes, then it comes. And if it comes, it's going to come at the time when it's supposed to. Not because you're like, well, supposed to happens right now. Not when you're like, well, if I don't get this now, then it's going to be too late. There's never such a thing as being too late, except for when we expire. So I just thought that was so interesting how the day after or a couple of days later, now all of these things about Hawaii is coming to me. Isn't that amazing? Mm. Okay, y'all talking amongst yourselves. But isn't that amazing? So I'm definitely going to Hawaii. How it's going to happen, I'm not going to concern myself with. I just know I'm going to land there. And when I land there, we're going to have a good time. So that is what it is. So today's topic is about death. And I had to write something down because I know I was going to forget it. So hear me out. When people die, do you believe that they have died fulfilling their purpose and then they're ready to go? When people die, do you believe that their death had already, the expiration date of their life was when they fulfilled their purpose? I think it's quite interesting. I mean, it's a topic that is very uncomfortable to talk about. But if we look at it in a different light, and I know someone once said that death is a beautiful thing, and I could never understand how that could be beautiful. But it is beautiful if you think about it, because where you end off is what people can see. So, meaning when you die, people get to talk about all of the good things or the bad things that you've accomplished, all of the accomplishments that you've accomplished, all of the love that you gave or didn't give. So, death in that aspect is beautiful. It's a separation between two souls temporarily, but I guess it's beautiful in that aspect. But do you think that when a person dies, it's because they have completely fulfilled their purpose in life? Now, I don't know the answer to that question. I just thought it was a cool topic to talk about. When I probably should have put this on StreamYard, but we'll do whatever. A lot of people die in Texas during cold weather and had no blanket, heat, or gas. Paolindo, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to Hello World. Josh says no. That is a hard question, right? I hope that death is the start of the evolution of the spirit, or is better call it energy or soul. I don't know it. Yeah, none of us will know that until we have to experience it. Just like a person who's never been born into human flesh knows nothing about human flesh until they experience it. I don't want to know that. Like, I'm not excited about death. I still have a very, very, very uh, twisted disdain for death, but it happens. But I just wonder, like, I don't know. I mean, and then we sometimes think that people don't find their purpose. Maybe they physically don't know what their purpose is. But what if the purpose, they accidentally lived out their purpose and did whatever they were supposed to accomplish and then died? Then I started thinking about, well, what about the unborn babies? What kind of purpose is that? Well, in some twisted way, maybe it's like to make us appreciate the air that we breathe. I don't know. I can't explain that. I don't want to ever have to experience that. To be a parent who loses their child, I don't want to ever have to experience that. And I know many people have to endure that. I know many mothers who don't have the full term pregnancy experience that. Even mothers who terminate their pregnancies experience that. I guess I don't know how that can be sweet. I don't know. I, I don't know how that could be sweet at all to lose a child. I don't think there is a silver lining where you can just justify. I don't know because it's something I've never experienced. So I really don't know the answer to that question. Maybe somebody who has experienced losing a child can better talk about that. I mean, and some people lose children by force, meaning like they were pulled out of the home, maybe never to see them again. I don't know. But the idea is, or the question is, has someone lived out their purpose and caused it to be like, okay, it's time for you to go? Because there's nothing else more you could do for this world. I just hope that there is that energy after this life because it's horrible thinking that we can turn off like a lamp. I am not looking for death anytime. Me neither. Everyone has different beliefs on after death. I believe in the Lord, but that's me. That's true. These are things that we need to think about, guys. What if it is the case where you do die because you've done your purpose? What if that is the case? Would that make you not want to do your purpose even more or less? I guess it'd be like getting a preview of your whole entire life, all of the things that you're going to do, and you still can't change because you're just getting a preview. It's crazy, right? To think that. Imagine if you got a preview of what you can expect, even from this point on. Like if you had a foreshadow of like, man, the rest of this year, this is what's going to happen to me or for me. Would you be afraid? Would you want to know? Hey, House of X Entertainment, how you doing? Good to see you. Would you want to know what will happen to you or for you 10 months from now? Because 10 months from now is like that. Because I can't understand the sense of this life if we have just this life without a spirit. I'm not really religious, but I ask many questions to myself about this life and what it is thereafter. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? I mean, Paolindo, I think we're all spirit. We're just our spirit is encapsulated by this flesh, the bones, and the blood that circulates and gives us movement. But I believe our soul continues on. Hey Jay, how you doing? Good to see you guys. We were just talking about death. Like, do you guys, Michelle, you can chime in too if you want. Do you believe that when people die, is due to the fact that they fulfilled their purpose? Could that be a reason? Even if they don't know what their purpose is, or they never decided to figure out what their purpose is, right? Maybe there's a few doors that we can walk through. Door number one is your optimal. Door number two is all right. Door number three is you should not go this way. Door number four is absolutely nothing. We all choose something. So either way, time is ticking. So do you want to live to die or die to live? I think I want to live to die because I feel like I would be actively participating in what I was blessed to have. You know what I'm saying? Doing great. Okay. I hope it is. Yeah. I am not ready, Michelle. No, not at all. I mean, come on. Can I be ready to let go of bothering you guys from time? No, absolutely not. And I don't think it would hit the same if I was in a spirit form and trying to, it might not feel that good. You might be like, well, Joy, you're supposed to be dead and you over here going, in my dreams. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. I don't know. I ain't ready right now. Me neither. I'm not. I don't even, like I said, Michelle, like I'm still very not comfortable with the idea that eventually I'm going to expire. That's what they say, right? You expire. I wasn't ready to go when I was told I only had 2 years to live. And I said, God, I wasn't ready. Ooh. Well, how many have you lived past? Oh, snap. Oh my goodness. We all do expire, we just don't know. To die or to dive. To die or die to or do. Better study, do or die. Power Lindo. I don't even want to be like, oh man, this is how they celebrate me now. I don't want that. I want that now. Cancer diagnosed in 2016. But you're better now, Michelle. I'm glad you're still here because you're a blessing to my life. He is, and he will do for you as long as you do back. You know what I'm saying? I believe God is a very balanced and just and loving God. And joking, do I have it? This topic is really interesting. Remission for 4 years. Yes. And may that stay that way. Shoot, I bet that gives a whole new appreciation for life. Shoot, you don't got to give me no diagnosis. All you got to do is say, Joy, you may not be able to walk again. You may not have your independence again. And that's enough for me. Like, I don't need no other warning signs. You know what I'm saying? And yes, give back for sure. See, I also believe that God takes care of us and we are his children. Yeah. Mm-mm. I said to God, you created my insides. You will take care of it. I'm assuming you're saying take care of it, right? Right. She said, I command you, God. You said you was all right with me. If I ask, you gonna give. That's a whole lot of faith right there. Do we have enough faith to live our lives? You know what I'm saying? To know that we have a purpose greater than what we think. That takes a lot of faith to believe that, dang, could I really actually be more purposeful than what I absolutely think that I can capable of doing, even though I don't have the education, the knowledge, or the brain power? We'll take it. Oh, damn, I'll take care of my outside. Ooh, I know that's right. I know that's right. She said, I trust you to take care of my insides and I'm gonna take care of my exterior. It's a two. We do this together. I know that's right. Hmm. I know that's right. And we needed to hear that. We needed to read that, Michelle, for sure. Just for anybody else who may feel like, yeah, no, I'm not ready. I'm still not ready. I don't think I ever will be. Because the way I think now is like, I feel like I haven't aged a bit. And I'm like, dang, so many years have passed. It's been a blessing, but I want to cherish these years a lot more because I know what I missed out on from not living. And because when death finally knocks down my door, shoot. mm, Hopefully I would have fulfilled my purpose. Also, people need to appreciate what they have now because we don't know what tomorrow brings. That's true. You don't know. Every single last one of us is a paycheck. I don't care how rich you are. Every single last one of us is a paycheck away from poverty. Even a billionaire, even a billion, ain't nobody exempt. You say, well, how could you lose $1 billion? It's possible. Anything is possible. Some people go from rags to riches, and some people go from riches to rags. No one is exempt. That is why we need to stay in a gratitude of humility and gratitude because you're not exempt. You could be the richest person in the world and still become broke. And guess what? That broke, who gonna be there to help you if your everything was taken away? Everything. I was watching a TikTok yesterday about this woman. She's from Africa, and she was like, people ask why people in Africa live in huts. And she said, are you crazy? Like, that's the closest you could ever be to nature. And I was like, wow. She said, we don't even need air conditioning because nature knows how to cool things down. She said, it's a blessing to live in a hut. I said, wow. To be that close with nature and to appreciate it and to know that nature is breathing and living and purifying. That's why, like, if you're a good soul, if you had a good, pure heart, good, pure, and even if there's like a few scars here and there, if you were living a pure, you putting good soil back into this earth. Hey Sim, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to Hello World. How you doing? He knows he knows every muscle, vein, bones, blood inside of us, which we cannot see, but God does. Exactly. Yes, look at COVID. Look what it did to people who was losing job. Exactly. Family losses. Exactly. We need to appreciate the little things like shelter, food, clothes, medical, eats. Exactly. Y'all, I told you I was temporarily laid off. What if that became permanent? Nobody has enough nest eggs to last and to take care of your bills when you're already used to a certain amount of income. You know what I'm saying? And any one of us could fall into a hole and not be able to recover or take time to recover. And the hardest thing to do is recover from a financial loss, especially when you have other things that you're taking care of. It's like you're standing on top of here, but now you went down into the sinkhole. Now you need to figure out how to climb back out. And while you're trying to climb back out, those same bills are still compiling. And that beautiful spirit that you had is dwindling away because you're wondering, where am I going to get, where, why? You're wondering about the where, the why, the what, and the how. Everything that we need to let go of and have faith that it's going to come back. It's hard initially, but I tell you, when I did get temporarily laid off, I said, all right, I know I'm going to be all right because I trusted. And you said you would never leave me nor forsake me and you would take care of me. So you better do what you said. Like, I wasn't really like, better. But I was like, I trust that. You said that you're not going to you're not going to leave me just to be rotten. And I got my job back, thankfully. But I will tell you, it taught me how to save a lot more. It taught me how to appreciate what I have. It taught me how to appreciate the people that are around me. It taught me how to appreciate just the simple things of walking around without a mask. It taught me how to appreciate how much freedom we really had when we could just walk around and travel like nothing. That is a privilege right now, to travel. It's a privilege because some people are afraid to even step on a plane. Some people don't want to take the precautions that you have to in order to be able to travel. Oh, hey Sonia, how you doing? Y'all need to go check out Sonia. She just dropped a video. She has some good stuff on her channel too, if you don't know. Right, privilege, not entitlement. Yeah, none of us are entitled. The only entitlement that we have is to be able to breathe in and breathe out and to make a few choices here and there. That is what we are entitled to do. But everything else, we don't have control over. You can't control the texture of the air. You can't control none of that. You can't control the next person. You can't control the next driver. You can't control your boss. You can't control your children. Sometimes you can't even control yourself. That's why we need to always be under some type of guide, something higher than us, something that we can't see. I know we talked about death and then we kind of deviated. My daughter moved to California in the medical field to make the finances to help her and us too. God has showed her, if it has planned, everything will be okay. Ooh, cool, and I can't complain. That's what I'm saying. And everything happens for a reason. I'll just do a little story. So my coworker's mother, like a couple years ago, she was about to sign the dotted line on a house that she really loved. Deal didn't go through. And I said, don't worry, everything will be all right. Really heartbroken, devastated. Ended up finding a house nearby the daughter. COVID hits. Guess who's close enough to take care of the kids and to teach the kids? Because guess who it is or has been in the educational field where they can teach? The mother. We can't explain why things happen the way they do, but it always ends up falling into place. Heck, we can't explain why some people die and leave us and we feel like they leave us, but it ends up making everything fall into place because had they been there, they could have been a stumbling block or a roadblock to wherever it is that needed to be done. They just weren't supposed to be there. It's hard for that. It's hard to believe that, right? Because you say, well, why not just send them away? Because we're creatures of always searching, always going after. And if it's somebody that you love, you're going to go after them no matter what. But it's in the absolute evidence of learning how to let go and let things unfold by itself is when you appreciate more. Maybe you'll end up loving more. Maybe you'll end up knowing what unconditional love is more. Y'all, we have to trust that we don't know how to breathe, but we do. Get it? There was no manual on how to breathe, but we do it. And we trust that we'll continue to breathe. We don't say, well, I'm going to breathe in this much right now, and I'm going to hold my breath and save a few more breaths for later. It's automatic. We let go of that. We don't control that, but we just say and trust that it's going to happen. That's how we need to live our lives and know that we got to let go and trust that everything is going to happen. You do what you're supposed to do, and everything will happen. Things do happen for a reason, and we have to give it to God, and it's under His time. Yeah, exactly. Because our timing is always off, but it's something different when you allow life to lead you or ease you into the right time versus you crashing and burning into the right time. And it won't feel right. So back to this whole thing, like, let's get back on track. Do you believe that a person who passes away because they have fulfilled their purpose? That was the initial question. That was the topic. Then we kind of went off all into a tangent. What do y'all think? For those of you who just came in, I trust God and I don't trust negative people who are not dealing God. That's a good way to think, Josh. And another thing about negative people, I kind of give them a little slack a little bit because we don't know where that negativity came from or stemmed from, right? Whether you believe it or not, I was a negative person. May not have been like negative to the point where we physically understand, but there was a point where I just was not living. I was dying to live. But once I made the proper adjustments and I let go, learned how to let go, life is so much better now. And when things get a little uncomfortable, I learn how to let go. I still question from time to time because that's human, that's natural. But at the end of the day, I know questioning is not going to make things any better or worse. It's not going to make a resolution come quicker or slower. So it's better off I let go and let my energies be more useful in other areas that can uplift and build up my community, my society, and even in myself. Because what's a person and how good is a person who's stuck? We got to get out of our stuckness. That's not a word, but I just made it up. A lot of us are stuck and we're just dying to live. But you got to trust, you got to let go because you can't control any more than what you've already tried to control. And if it was already a mess, then you got to do something different or else you're just going to get the same results. Yes, I do believe that they have done what they. Ooh, that's a shame. What about infants, Sonia? What about them? You have so much positivity coming out of your words. Very okay, Sam. Thank you. Zero, how you doing? Perfect person to come in on this. Did you see the question? Jeanette, hey, woo, 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 baby. How you doing? Did you hear the question, Zero? It's just, there's so many things that we could work out together, guys, if we just allow the distractions to go away. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I say distractions, I mean like things that we absorb, like the television and the unproductive conversations sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You didn't. So I basically asked the question of, Do you believe that a person who passed away because they fulfilled their purpose? That's the question. And I was thinking about this. I had to write it down because I was like, I know I'm gonna forget. I had to write it down because I was like, all right, I'm gonna talk about this because it's quite interesting, and that kind of will make you. It should trigger something in us to know that time is fleeting, and at any moment, any one of us could just pass on. And wouldn't you rather pass on knowing that you were kind of on your purpose, or just still was in limbo? And hey Tommy Bites, how you doing? Good to see you. We had 35 minutes, but it's too interesting. I'm gonna hold on for a little bit longer. I at least want to see if more of you want to comment on that. Hey Anna, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to Hello World. Yes. Thank you, Anna. As much as it's uncomfortable, I know for me, I can only speak for myself. As much as it is uncomfortable to talk about death, it is inevitable. Wouldn't it be better to know that while that it is inevitable for majority of us, wouldn't it be good to know that, okay, let me start working on things that'll make me happy now versus relying on death and waiting? I think that's a yes and no question. It depends on whether or not that person feel like they fulfilled their purpose. Well, what about the people who don't even know their purpose? I had 3 friends die in the last 2 months, so I had been dealing with the loss of life and helping the family to support for whatever they need. It's so hard to say because my nephew died when he was 7 years old. I think he had more to give, but I'm at ease that God had him to sit for those short years to bring us joy and happiness. And what if he had to be that reminder for people to enjoy your kids more? Cuz we don't know, but there may be some parents who really don't like their kids and they just put on a smile and they just deeply don't like their kids, but maybe seeing a story about that could make them cherish their kids like, "Oh my goodness, they don't have to be here. It's a privilege for me to have my children." I just celebrated 7 years of your dad passing this past Friday. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss again. All I know is I don't want to experience death anytime soon, but I know it's up to God on my behalf. He always had a smile on his face, never really cried, and always hugged you. I miss him so as if. Girl, let me tell you, there was a young boy, I think he was 7 as well, because 7 is a number of completion or perfection biblically. Um, and he passed away from bone cancer at 7. And his older sister and mother had to live through that. And he was similar too, like he always smiled, even through chemo and stuff like that. So I don't know. Could we say that his purpose was fulfilled? It's the same thing. Like, he was only a kid. He's never going to get married. He's never going to high school, no prom, no junior prom. You know what I'm saying? But what if it was the ultimate thing for a majority of the people to realize life is so sweet? Life is so sweet and we need to appreciate it more. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. That's why we having a conversation. Yeah, and that's not easy, Sim. And I'm glad that I'm glad that you're strong enough to be there for your friend. I'll tell you this. I had a really close death in my family, and my friend bounced. We were like this. My friend disappeared because they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle the death. I understood it then. I understand it now, but they just couldn't handle it. So to have somebody who is that close can still stand in a gap for those losses, Sim, that is amazing. And whenever you need to grieve, don't be afraid to do so. Don't feel like you have to be strong for everybody and hold back your tears because it's going to come back and hit you one day. So go ahead and grieve when you need to grieve. You know what I'm saying? I had 3 friends that passed away from bone cancer. Yeah, it's a bad thing. My family members will pass away from prostate cancer because he loves to eat a lot of red meat and don't drink water. Oh. Right, because him and my older daughter, who will be 31 this year, were born 1 week apart. My sister says she looks at my daughter and wonder, oh my goodness. Ooh, y'all about to have me sweat out my eyes. My eyes can't sweat. Mm-mm. And even with you as well, Jazz, when you had a friend that his life got snuffed out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't explain those things. And can we say that he lived his purpose? We don't know. Like, but it's a good thing to wonder, right? And maybe, like I keep saying, we wonder, but then we can say, well, let me not continuously live my life in vain. Whether you understand your purpose or not, it's okay. But just know that every single move, every single piece of air that you breathe in and out is putting some type of purpose somewhere, whether we can explain it or not. But just hold tighter to that feeling and be like, dang, I'm a blessing to something, someone. Shoot, even to a plant, you're a blessing because your carbon is feeding them. It could be even that minute. Who cares? But the idea, I want all of us, and including myself, because it's hard sometimes. All of us go through hard times. And I think I can speak for all of us. Well, some days we're not as happy. Some days we're not as sad. But knowing that every single thing that we do is creating some type of purpose, that should make it a little bit more sweet and a lot more comforting. You know what I'm saying? God bless me with 2 healthy children. Amen to that. Wait, what happened to my child? My first child, 18 months, died in 99. He had a heart condition. Same day as Martin Luther. I was angry because I knew him. I didn't have a relation. Oh, mm, wow. Did he have the CD? What is it called? Congenital heart disease? What? It doesn't matter. But wow, you can say you have a relationship now. That's dope, right? Maybe death can be a little bit less uncomfortable for me. No, not right now. I'm not mature in that area yet. But it's still necessary to talk about because we can't always say, like, I'm gonna live forever. Hey, it's not gonna happen, but we gotta be prepared in our minds that while we're still here, we should be living to die. Be thankful for every moment that we have. Be thankful for the people that come into our paths, whether we realize it or not, whether we understand it or not, whether we respect it or not, whether we love it or not, whether we cherish it or not. It's still a blessing. We are all blessed to see each other, to meet each other. We're all coming from different states, different parts of the world, possibly. And we all are here at 7:54 Eastern Time in the chat talking about life. We could be doing other things, and we will be doing other things after this. But imagine how beautiful that is. At this very time, at this very moment in the movements of our lives, we were supposed to meet. We were supposed to end up having this conversation. Something led you here. Something led me here. It was necessary. And we all followed what we were supposed to do. Hence why we're here talking about this. Maybe it's affecting some people a little bit more than others. Maybe it's opening your mind to thinking about different possibilities and how beautiful your life is. Maybe now you've restored your je ne sais quoi in believing in life. Maybe you've been revitalized. Maybe you've been strengthened. Maybe now you have more courage to do the things that you put off, to do the things that you think that you need more education to do, more experience to do. But now you realize time is always ticking, and sometimes it's past some points where, well, if we were at a different point, we could have been more educated. But now we just got to go based off of how life is telling us. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Hey, Tim. Oh, I thought you were here before, Tim. See, maybe I thought I saw you before. Good to see you. Or maybe I was just reminiscing that I saw you from earlier this afternoon. Not bad, Tim. Had a busy few days. I'm blessed with the people I have in my life. Got rid of too many negative people in my life. I had a good birthday. Oh, happy belated birthday, Sim. Thank you, Tim. I hope I can always live to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Yep, we are in different places, South Carolina here, but we all have this in common that we were born, live, and death. It's what we do in between that time makes it matter. Yes. Mhm. Hey, we have a member. We have a member, and it's Ron Weasley. How you doing? Good to see you. Mhm. Yeah, may you be blessed. May this year be the beginning of the best year of your life. May this year be the addition to the legacy that you're already leaving. May it be sweet. May it be tender. May it be relived over and over. When times are rough, you can relive the best moments. So that's this year and moving forward. I bless and hope that is blessed for you, Sim. Happy birthday. Mhm. Joy, I had answered your question earlier. Oh, you did? Oh, my bad. Let me go back. You know, sometimes I'm bad with the chat. Did I read a response zero? Because I thought I did. Let me go back up. In that case, Joy, then I would say I don't know because the people in that case don't know. They don't know. But the people who are living might know. Maybe not in essence knowing that, oh, that was your purpose, but maybe whatever they were supposed to get from that person's life experience, they got. I don't know. All I know is that we're all humans and we all should be working more together to make this experience more pleasurable in a way that it feels good to be like, dang, I'm glad I'm alive today. And some people don't feel like they're glad they're alive today. Thank you so much for this live. Yeah, I'm about to wrap it up right now, Tommy. Me too, Jazz. For real, for real. Like I've learned so much from each and every one of y'all in here. Well, Sim, it's my first time meeting you, but I see you in the Telegram. Is it Telegram? Yeah, I see you in Telegram. I see your name in Telegram. You be cutting up. But I really do appreciate you guys, and don't. I'm probably talking for myself. Don't be afraid to talk about death. It's not so bad. You're gonna experience it. You're gonna see people die. You're gonna see people live. Don't be a coward. I'm talking to myself. Don't be a coward about that because I'm such a coward about the idea and things of death. I am. I'm not there yet. But this was an interesting conversation to think about. So Know that whether you know your purpose or not, you're living it. Whether it's on point or not, you have the decision to make on whether you will live that purpose or let the purpose live through you when it's supposed to and not really be able to experience it. Get it? I'm here. I used to be able to say every day. I'm here on Hello World. And I really believe that you guys are beautiful and amazing. There is no mistake about you. Every single thing that you have gone through in life, whether good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, it will not define you. It will only make you think more, make you believe more, have faith more, make you more resilient, make you more knowledgeable. But at the end, hopefully, it'll make you believe you want to bring others up with you. Even when you're down, maybe it'll make you be humble enough to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that other people know more than you. There's nothing wrong with saying I can't do this by myself. And the right people will come along. If you ever want to get to know anything more about my company, Be the Difference Clothing, you get a hoodie, books, t-shirts, socks, onesies. You can go to the pin that's up there, BeTheDifferenceLLC.com. Check that out. Check out all the other videos when you get a chance. If you want some fitness, you got that. If you want some cooking, you got that. If you want some other lives, you have that. If you want some challenges, you have that. There's a little variety of everything in there. If you want a little inspiration, you have that as well. So I hope that whatever you do moving forward and even after this live, that you'll be inspired to continue to be the difference no matter what. Let's see what else y'all saying. Thank you, Jazz. I do. My Instagram is B as in boy, T as in Tom, D LLC. That's my Instagram. So when you're still here, nice to see you. You need Telegram? Thank you. I appreciate you too. The sweaters, you can go to the website and check that out, okay? But anywho, um, I'll be seeing you guys soon. And my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. And I am signing out on another episode of Hello